Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video today on the channel. Today we are doing a video that is on semester 1 of high school. It's just going to be about kind of tips and things that I've done in the first semester of my freshman high school year. So yeah, so it's kind of like a wrap up to the year because New Year's is going to be coming soon, which I will be doing a video on all my New Year's resolutions, but that's for a different video. Today we are going to be focusing on semester 1 of high school. And before we begin, I do apologize that I look like crap. I really do. I'm sorry you have to look at this, but I was like, I'll just make this video and chill out with the ugliness. But let's get into this. So the teachers say all the time in 8th grade that high school is going to be like the hardest thing and this and that and this and that and the other thing, and they like build it up to be this like meanest, baddest thing in the world, and it really isn't. Depending if you're going to a public school, I'm telling you right now, it's just it's gonna be okay, guys. It's not that scary, it's not that hard, depending on the classes you're taking. I will say if you're one of these super smart brainiac kids, then have fun with that. That's not my forte. I'm smart, but I'm not a brainiac. But I never decided that I needed to take any of those AP classes. I didn't feel there was a need for me to go into advanced classes in 8th grade. I didn't want to, really. I don't think I was qualified to either. I don't think my GPA was... No, I think my GPA was enough. I think you had to be recommended by a teacher, and there's a whole process, and I was like, I'm fine with just going through my high school year taking classes. But then I also was in Aurora, which that's a whole nother story. Like, if you guys are coming from a higher, like, like a higher ranking school district and then going to a lower one, it is a little harder, because for me, taking a basic class at Aurora would be taking an AP class here. AP class at the fall, or AP class at the Falls. That's like a really bad equivalent, that I would have to take an AP class at the Falls to equivalent to a normal class at Aurora, which it shouldn't be really that badly unbalanced, but it kind of is. Like, some of the stuff that I'm learning in 9th grade right now, I've already learned about, and I'm like, okay, like, can you... Like, language arts, we haven't done essays that are based around theme and setting and symbolism and everything. They actually just went over symbolism again, and I was like, I already know what this is. But I don't know everything, I promise you that. Each school has something different to offer me, but it really isn't that scary. Let's go back to the point that I started on. It really isn't that scary. I have all the basic classes because I changed school districts, but it really isn't that scary. I promise you all, it's not terrifying. I will say, if you're new, go into sports clubs, anything that you can get into, just get involved. Get involved, it helps. Now on to the matter. What are we gonna talk about? You probably saw it a couple times, but I have like talking points because I cannot function. Okay, we'll talk. Okay, so dressing nice. I'm gonna go into that because I love this point. It's a great point. I know teachers talk about it all the time. At least both of my schools both the districts have always talked about it. It's the whole thought of dress for success. Dress for success. Now, I'm not dressed for success right now. My hair is all bundled up, and I have a sweatshirt on and different things like that, but that's because I came from swim, so. Really, for school, if it's hard for you to get up in the morning and like want to go and this and that, like, it really helps me to know that I'm dressing nice. Like, it gets me through the day that I feel pretty, I feel nice. It just kind of gives me that extra boost of energy that, like, oh yeah, I look great today, like, cool. Now, I do have my own body image issues. There's different photos online that you see me, like, holding my stomach with my arm because I do not like my stomach at all. I like just don't like it. I don't like parts of my body, and it gets bad sometimes, but that's beside the point. Dressing nice just helps. It helps a bit. And it helps with a little bit of body confidence too. I will tell you, I've become a little bit more comfortable with my body now that I've been in high school. But I'm still not completely comfortable with it. I still want to weigh less and all the other things because I do not like my body, but that is besides the point. Okay, the last two things I want to talk about is sports and midterms. Okay, so sports, I will say get into sports. And if you're no good at sports, get into clubs. But sports are really, I've never been good at anything. I promise you that. I'm rarely good at anything. I try different things and it's just, I try hard and I try at things and it's just, I never get good at them. I did soccer for 2 years, which I did get okay at that. I was good at defense. I'm really good at defense. Which that was fun when I did that for 7th and 8th grade. And I didn't do it this year, but I think I might try out for the team for 10th grade, but I don't know. But go out for sports, like swim is great to make new friends and different things like that. We do team bonding and different things like that. Now, team bonding isn't the best for sports. It's really hard because some people already have their cliques, especially if you're a freshman, you got all the cliques and everything. It's a little complicated sometimes. But I promise you, if you put yourself out there, you'll get there. I am working on that right now. I'll tell you if it works, but I was told if I put myself out there, it should be able to like talk to people and kind of like friendship acquaintance thing. But I'll tell you guys if that one works because I don't know. But sports are fun and health benefits of it. The last thing I want to talk about is midterms. Midterms are not that scary, to be completely honest. Well, for me, I took post and pre SLOs that were like for 7th and 8th grade. So it was like you reviewed the whole semester and you took a test on it. So it would be basically like taking midterms. So it wasn't that hard or that like painstaking to do. It was actually pretty simple. I have actually not gotten any of my midterm grades, so but midterms aren't that scary, I promise you guys. It's pretty chill. A lot of the teachers like take a day and like you study, and there's like there's a lot of help to it. It's not just here material study. It's like here's some packets and here's some things. Now some of the packet things are ridiculous. Like my one teacher had us write down the question, then you had to find the answer, and it was just like a whole complicated thing. And most of us spent like 4 hours on it because that's the amount of time it took you to do it. And it was like a period of just like trying to get this done. I think it ended up taking me like 6 hours because I spent like an hour of it on Michigan and 2 hours coming home and this and that. And it's a little stressful. But that's probably the most stressful part of the midterm, is just getting all the study guides done. But everything else, like taking the test, is it gives you a little anxiety, but for me it does. For different people it's probably like, woo, walk in the park, or it's like hyperventilating. I think it just depends on the person, but for me midterms are pretty chill. They were nice. They were nice, at least for now. I'm a freshman, so this might increase to be just death, but for now midterms are okay. So I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope some of these things helped you in your way of high school, if you're going into high school, or if you can relate to any of the stuff that I said, or if you guys have your own thoughts to put into any of the points that I talked about. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. So bye bye.